Hi there, Capricorn. Welcome to your end of June 2024 general tarot update. It's Raina here. This is going to be a shorter reading, a 4-card spread. I'm going to pick an additional card. And this is coming on the heels of a full moon in your sign as I record this 2 days from now. And I'm getting some vibes about relationship issues, which the full moon can bring for the two signs, well, anybody, but the two signs that are connected to this, which are Capricorn and Cancer. The heart of the matter is the Four of Swords. This is a card of rest, rejuvenation, kind of building up your system, perhaps, kind of like straightening out your thoughts. Because of the other cards involved, I think of someone who is separated from their spouse, and so they're living in a different location so they can, get their head together. In the past position, we had the Three of Swords, and this is a card of sometimes a three-party situation. So you find out that your spouse has been cheating and you move out. Or maybe you, that does happen, maybe not all the time, but I'm sure there are some cases when a Capricorn person finds themselves falling in love with somebody else, and so they move out to clear their head before they make a decision that could really affect other people's lives. Besides even a spouse, it could be that you have children that would be affected. So it could be intensely emotional. And I will say too, don't forget that Pluto has been in your sign for years. Even though it has left, it's going to make one last gasp back into your sign this fall, this September. And the other thing too is that that second full moon, which is a blue moon, is going to be around that degree where Pluto retrogrades back into Capricorn. It's going to probably go to 28 degrees or so of Capricorn, and the blue moon is at 29 degrees. So yeah, it's really like, having to deal with your actions too. That there's cause and effect in the universe. That's what I like to say. What's coming in is the wheel of fortune. But the wheel, see, they don't put fortune because they probably don't want you to focus too much on, this is good luck and all this stuff. They want you to focus on what is going on with you that is a new cycle, an old cycle. Life is a series of cycles. And when we look at life that way, it makes it less likely that we'll cling to something. So if we look at a marriage, a committed partnership, as a season of life and maybe not something that extends for many, many years, but has its own timing, we don't have to feel like a failure. We don't have to feel like we're doing the wrong thing because we don't feel that that's for us anymore, or that we're being selfish, and I'm not saying that there might not be some self-interest involved or some lack of consideration towards another person. But I also trust the process. I also believe that that there's divine order in the universe. I really believe that. Sometimes, like right now, when we look outside in society, it's like a, shit show clown world scenario every day, all day, every day. But I still believe there's a method to that madness, that there's going to be something on the other end that makes it all worthwhile. Excuse me while I live in my delusions. They work for me, okay? The outcome is the Four of Cups. This is a card. Okay, now this is, I picked another card because I don't like to end on a card like this. You can see now. I read a good interpretation of the Four of Cups, a more hopeful or positive version of it, which was someone who is in a stable relationship. The number 4 is connected to your ruler Saturn, so it can be about foundations and stability and things like that. However, I think most people resonate with the idea of the Four of Cups of being about dissatisfaction. Now, this person's like bored and listless. It's not to say that the person is like having a nervous breakdown. That's like the crisis point when you can't, put the genie back into the bottle. You don't want to get to that point, but it's easy to coast in dissatisfaction. So I would look at that card as, what's that term? A cautionary tale, that if you maintain the status quo and you don't want to upset the apple cart, okay, you have free will, but just realize that you may be going through life in a perpetual sense of dissatisfaction. So I picked an additional card and I got the Nine of Pentacles. Well, isn't that special? Isn't that interesting? Because the Nine of Pentacles connects with, first of all, Pentacles connects with the earth element that you are. And so we think about all the things that have to do with practical concerns. Nine of Pentacles can be financial independence. So what can that mean? For some Capricorn people, they may be willing to live a life of quiet desperation because they don't want to have to give that other person their money. But I think with the Nine of Pentacles in this context is more about your own financial independence. If you're unhappy in a relationship and yet you don't have the means to change that, then you have to, create that sense of financial autonomy, because that only makes practical sense. Maybe you're a stay-at-home parent and you can start a business from home if you are homeschooling your children or doing something that, I have no doubt that Capricorns can create financial structures for themselves that produce money. That's actually what you're very good at. But sometimes Capricorns want to do the thing that is already established. They can kind of look a little bit askance at anything that is, maybe their own business. Like, that's sketchy, I don't know if that's going to work, but I know this will work. This is a sure bet because, people are working there and it's an established company and it turns a profit. So working through some of those attitudes might be very helpful. I want to say too that if this has nothing to do with your love life, the Three of Swords could be getting passed over for a promotion where it makes you feel bad inside. You feel like you're not good enough. There's a feeling of rejection with the Three of Swords. That's why they have that's why it's in such a intense picture, but that's why they have the heart that is, severed. Okay, that's what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, I'm promoting my double astrological readings called Deep Dive. They're a special price for the package deal versus separately, an hour of natal chart analysis, an hour of transits for the next 12 months. I have career readings, love readings. Please, visit my website at the link below if you're interested. Take care. Bye.